Welcome back. On this second presentation of the credit module return, we will discuss the backend. The ECAD backend, is a secure environment where the user can make change and can observe all the activities of the website and act on some of them. In this case, there's obviously a lot of module on the backend, but today we will only focus on the credit return. By clicking on the tab to the left, we will have a summary of the credit return for the selected period range. Here I'm going to select the 1st of December. Just to have a better sample of the credit return, we can filter the summary by region if we wish to. Let's say if we just want to see the Eastern Cape, then we will only see the credit return for the Eastern Cape, which is very useful for administrative purpose. We can also filter the credit return per incomplete, cancel, or completed only. Let me select only the completed. At this stage, we only have 2 completed. We can also export the list into an Excel format. Let me just open just to give you an idea. This is exactly the same. The Excel format will contain exactly the same information as the window summary. So this is the summary window. We can also search if we wish to for specific credit return. So the 107 and the 1071. Now let me just come back to the incomplete credit return, and here we have the credit return that I've just created a few minutes ago. Now if I want to start the process, everyone, in this case, multiple administrators can have access to the backend and view the entire summary because every step of the credit return can be processed by a different person. So if someone wants to process the credit return, simply click on the left-hand side, and this is where we will have at the top a full summary of the credit return. All the uploaded document that can be accessed simply by clicking on the link. Let me go back here, and then we have the different item. We can select the different status, approved, rejected, and the reason for the rejection, if rejection was selected. So we can either fully credit or partially credit. Here you have the different step. Before going further, let me just show the organization of the documentation on our server. All the information is saved in a secure environment again, and they're very well archived per year. First of all, after that, let me just go to 2020 per year and per month, and then they will be archived per user ID. So every user has their unique ID, and it will be archived per reference number. So this way it makes it very easy to archive the information. There's no chance of overwriting any documents, and the information cannot be mixed between the different users. So this is the way we archive the information. We do a backup on a weekly basis of all the information of the documentation, both to the cloud and to our local server. Now going back to the process, there are step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. These are all different processes that take place for the approval of the credit return. Every process is password protected, so cannot be processed without a password, and these passwords are all different from every step. This way it allows a different administrator to approve different steps. So the first step, we have a comment, the handling fee, and it can be approved or rejected. If it's obviously rejected, then all the other steps will be closed. As soon as we process, I will not process all the different steps one by one, but as soon as one step has been processed, let's say step 1, then the step 1 will be disabled. No one will be able to change anything on the step 1, and the step 2 will need to be processed by the second administrator. So this is the logistical approval, the voucher number, GRV document can be loaded, and the test report. If we click yes, then the test report number and the test report must be uploaded. So again, once the step 2 has been approved, then the entire box here and fields will be disabled, and then we go to step 3 for the CFO approval. For every step, the user will receive an email. If we go here to the credit return, we have different email for the different approval. Now let me just find one. This is the CFO approval. So the user will receive the CFO approval. Approve, receive. So everything in this case, everything has been approved. And for every step, step 2, the logistical approval, the user will still receive an email. So the user will be communicated through all the steps of the process. So after the CFO approval, then if it's been approved, then we go to the step 4 where we actually close the credit return, and the final process will be approved. We upload the credit note, we enter the credit note number, and we simply close the process. Once the process has been closed, it can be reopened. Okay, here I'm looking for any closed process. Let's go a bit further in time. November, let's go to November. We should have some close. Okay, now these one are incomplete. Let's select completed. Yes, now these one have been closed. So we can simply reopen the process by clicking on the button, on the checkbox. But again, only one administrator will be able to reopen the credit return. And this is, we only reopen the credit return, obviously, if there were a mistake or some changes to the credit return. So this is the presentation that complete the presentation of the module, the credit return module. Thank you very much, and please leave us a message on our website if you have any question.